My name is Tobias Moore here at JTech. I'm going to be telling you how to distinguish the components inside of a transmission. So what I'm going to show you right now is the components and how they work and the overall about a transmission. First, we're going to start off over here with our. I'm going to tell you what they are, and then I'm going to come back and explain what they do. All right. So this is our servo. This is our transmission pump, or our valve body. This is a pressure solenoid. These here are our clutches. This is the friction plate, wobble. This is our sun shell. And there's going to be two different types of gears. This is our reaction. This is going to be at the bottom of our transmission. This is our reaction sun gear, our reaction carrier, and our reaction ring gear. This is our input. This is our input housing and shaft. I'm sorry. Drum, our bands here. This is our output shaft. This is the top of the. We're at the top of the transmission, so this will be our input, sun, carrier, and ring. This will be our transmission pump, our torque converter. I believe I said sun shell. And this is just our clutch housing. Now, I'm about to go to in depth and what these components are and what they do. There is a lot that goes on in our transmission, but these, to me, are the most essential that you should know. I'm going to start off with our servo. Now, our servo, what the servo does is it applies pressure to the clutch band, and then our clutch band, it applies pressure to these, which in turn the wraparound gears, which connects to the housing, and these are used by hydraulic pressure. This is our valve body. Our valve body shows directs fluid to the pressure solenoid, and in turn the pressure solenoid uses fluid to control the pressure. Our clutches, obviously, clutches deliver smooth power from the engine to the engine, so that the engine can shift smooth and drive smoothly. Now our sun gear, Now this is actually our torque transmitter. This is a torque converter. It multiplies torque to the engine. These are like I said, these are our three different types of. These are our three different gear types: sun, planets, the sun, planetary gears, the ring gear, things of the sort. Our output shaft. Our output shaft takes power from the trans to the drive shaft, which in turn delivers torque to the wheels. Here is our transmission pump. You see inside has the valves. Our transmission pump creates fluid pressure, and this is our clutch pad. This is our clutch housing, which obviously, from the name, houses the clutches. Now, I hope I gave you a pretty good description of what these things do. Now, when we're working with these, we want to go over, things that can go wrong. Obviously, with the clutch pad, if the clutches go bad, this clutch housing isn't going to do much for the clutches. And if this torque converter goes bad, you'll have problems such as, my car is slower than it used to, or when I shift, it bogs, things like that. Now, some of our customer complaints, like I said, if it comes in for bad torque or slow of torque, we'll go through our observations using our eyes. Then we'll probably go more in depth, and usually what we'll find is that if they did a transmission service before, they'll take this torque converter off, and the torque converter, inside of it has the impeller, the standard, the lockup clutch, and the one-way clutch. But the torque converter itself gives the transmission, torque. So if your car isn't moving or something, or it's moving badly, that's because it's because of this torque converter. So what we'll do is we'll go in and we'll see if it's been put on correctly. If not, we'll put it on correctly and it'll work perfectly. Another way to test the torque converter is to do a stall test. The stall test, like in my other video, it is when you get in the car, you put in, you turn the car on, put it in park, and you hook your scan tool up, and then when everything's set up, you can put it into reverse, rev it up as high as you can, watch your scan tool, and you'll rev it for around 3 seconds, take your foot off, put it in neutral so that the torque converter and the transmission can bring fluid throughout the whole thing and cool it down. And you'll look at the highest RPM, and that'll tell you if it's good or not. If it's higher or below, that means it's work. That means you need to replace something in your transmission or your transmission altogether. I gave you the components, how they work, things that can go wrong, what happens if they go wrong, customer complaints, just in case you have anything wrong. Anything you can see on here, we have our filter that filters any filtration, any thing inside of the pump, or not the pump, but the body, and simple stuff that we have laid out. But these are most important. So I hope anyone watching this video out. Thank you for watching.